What up, gamers, it is Wood, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how you can complete the champion chase without pulling a single shard. Now the reason you might want to do this is because currently there is a 2x on Sacred Shards. If you watched one of my previous videos where I broke down the fusion plan, I would have recommended you guys prepare in case of a 2x on Sacred Shards. In fact, I predicted that it probably would be a Sacred Shard 2x. And that's left me in a good position to complete this without having to pull any shards, right? None of these ones here, none of the Ancients, Voids, or Sacreds, right? Every now and again, fusions come around where 2x on Sacred Shards is the champ chase, and that's the hardest one because the value per shard is nowhere near as good as the value per shard on 2x Ancients or 2x Voids, right? You're going to have to spend upwards of like 11 Sacred Shards, if not more. It could be even worse if you skip the Summon Rush, for example, right? There are a few methods to get points. The first one that is really important for every single fusion event, where it's a mixed fusion or a classic fusion where you have these champions here to fuse up, is to save your fragments until that comes around. I'm going to break down the points that I've got for you guys here. So typically the champ chase is at the end of the fusion. You should be able to build up 3 of these component champions to summon during the champ chase. So that's 750 points that you get immediately for free. Sometimes Plarium adjusts the point values to account for this, but you know, at the end of the day, you should be doing it anyway, right? So I've already summoned 2 of my Thisps already, or Thisbay, or however it's called. I'll show you the points that I have now. So we are now at probably just above 750 points because I bought a few food champions here. Yeah, 800 points, right? So 750 points for the Thisbays. And you can only ever do 3 because if you're doing the champion chase, you're going to need the extra 25 from there, right? So you're never going to be able to do 4, but you can summon the 4th one once you're done, and that can give you some extra points to get some further rewards. Okay, and the next method, and the next type of thing you should pull is your remnant summons, because these have a variable rate on how many points you can get, so you want to pull these first, just in case you get more points than you need. So here we go, let's pull 2 remnant summons. Hoping for Void epics here. Pan, good epic, but not a Void. And Thalassia. So they're both regular affinity epic champions there, but that's 500 more points, 250 for each of those. It's a shame there's no mythical. I was hoping for a surprise mythical, but there you go. So that's the 750 points plus the 500 there. We're at 1250 points total. Now the next thing you want to be preparing for 2x Sacred Shard champion chases like these are your fusion champions here. So I have 1 Relic Keeper fusion. I need to send this guy real quick. I have 1 Relic Keeper ready to fuse for this event. I train this up during the champion training, and then you can quickly grab this, and then there you go. That's another 250 points, so we're at 1500 points total. Just a reminder, we need 2,500 points to get the fragments that we need. So you see here we're at 1,300, but it would be 1,250. And then also some other fusions. You can also do Broadmoors. I don't actually have any of these Bloodhorns, so I can't do any Broadmoors, but that's where you get the points there. So for me, I have a different fusion prepared. I have the Tatsu fusion here. So we quickly grab these. Always get the most value you can out of these fusions. Don't rush yourself to be able to do these before any champion chases around. Chances are you're not going to have the mythical books to be able to like get value out of Mikage anyway. So give yourself the maximum value you can out of each of these fusions you get. So because that's a legendary, that's another 500 points. So if we check the champ chase, we are at we're at 2,000 points, so I need 500 more points, right? And the reason we pulled the remnants first here is because if we got Void epics, or if only we got a mythical, the requirement for other things that we have to pull would go down. Now, unless you're saving like me, you could save your summon pool red dot down here to pull during this event, but I don't want to unplug my summon pool. But that is one of the other things you can do, is make sure you save these prism crystals, guys. Even if they get pulled at the end of the event, as they always do, you can still click this red dot and it'll be the same champion. The rates don't change, you don't lose out on legendaries, and you can just like save this prism crystal for the champ chase, which there usually is one soon after they do one of these events. And then the next two things that I can do, I have saved up, are some fragment fusions. So again, the only time you really want to be doing these fragment fusions is when you're desperate during CVC, or for champ chases like these where you don't want to be pulling shards. So for me, I'm gonna pull my C's, and I'm gonna pull my tire. C's is from the daily rewards, the daily rewards track, and then we have tire, who is a Doom Tower champion, I believe. And I just hold on to these fragment fusions because these champions aren't particularly useful anyway. Not many of the Doom Tower epics are anyway. So there you have it. That's 2,500 points from nothing but saving some resources, right? And I haven't had to pull a single sacred, right? Because I don't want to pull any sacreds for a champion chase 2x because the value for the shard is not that good. So there you have it. That's how I completed the champion chase for this fusion without pulling a single sacred. To quickly recap, make sure you always have your fragment summon fusions. I don't have any. There it is. Make sure you have your fragment epics or your fusion epics. They'll be in the fusion tab here under the fusion, right? There'll be rares here. Make sure you save these guys to fuse up at the end during a champion chase. Sometimes they put them at the start, so you won't get as much value, but usually the points are adjusted a bit lower to compensate for that, right? And then the next thing you want to do is you want to save onto your remnant summons. Only summon these during champ chase. It's the best time to do it. The other ones are Relic Keepers and Broadmoor fusions, as well as pieces for Mikage, and any other new fusions they might add if you still have Rads in. Make sure you save that too. Then you have your summon pool, your Prism summons. Make sure you save those. And then finally, these fragment summons you want to be saving for champion chases. And you can use these if you desperately need to get through a champion chase and you don't have enough Ancients or Voids during a 2x Ancient or Voids. But for me, the real value in these fragment summons are during events where you do not want to pull shards. Like, you cannot pull shards under any circumstances, because otherwise it's a massive waste. 2x Sacreds, for example, right? So that's kind of where these things have value. Remnant summons you should do during these events. Fusion summons you should do during 2x Sacred events, and so on, right? The final thing you can do is you can pull mysteries. Keep your mysteries until there's a 2x Sacred champion chase you need to complete. That's when you want to be pulling your mystery shards, okay? Yeah. It's a quick one from me. That'll be it for today. Hope you guys learned a few things, and let me know down below how many Sacreds you had to pull. If you did pull Sacreds for this event, let me know if you skipped the Summon Rush. My condolences if you did. And one final thing before we leave, I actually have a mythical pool. So let's see what we get. Legendary Solmar Crystal, pretty decent. I've got a few of those already though, unfortunately. I'm really hoping for a lens. Oh, Aspect of Siroth, we love that. And those are all the pulls I have, so see you next one.